Hello, I'm Sage Hall. Do you sometimes wish you can restore a dull knife to its factory sharpened state? With the help of a sharpening stone and the knowledge required, it is possible. The first thing to do is to position the sharpening stone in your left hand, facing away from you, and your knife in your right hand with the point facing your sharpening stone. Then lay your knife at the top of the sharpening stone with the blade edge facing down at the hilt of the knife. Here. Then drag your knife down and away from the knife handle slowly. You should feel a slight grinding sound while doing this. After a few times, flip the blade to your left hand and put the sharpening stone in your right hand, like so. Repeat this process a few times and then scrape it on your finger to make sure it is sharp. Make sure not to do it long ways, but sideways. That way you don't cut your finger. You check the sharpness to make sure that it is sharp, because if you over sharpen, you can dull the knife. Repeat process as desired until your knife is sharp enough, but make sure not to dull it. That way, make sure you check it frequently. If you do not have a sharpening stone, you can also get a different kind of sharpener that they sell in the stores. It looks like this. It has a handle where you put your hand, and inside are two stones where you put your blade through. These are very simple to use, but don't work as well in my opinion because they grind too much off the blade and sharpen the blade until it is dull. It can also decrease the size of your blade and make it thin. On the other hand, using this method is much faster, and I would recommend it for people who don't know what they're doing so they don't cut their finger off. And you should use this method if you don't know what you're doing. These are very simple to use. First, lay your hand on the blade loop, palm down, and hold it firmly. Take your knife in your right hand and lay the blade sharp part down on the stones, like this. And slowly pull the knife to you over the stones while applying pressure to the blade down against the stones to create friction. You will hear and feel a grinding at this time. After a few times, stop and check the blade to see if it is sharp enough, because as I mentioned earlier, this way it can dull a blade just as fast as it can sharpen one. Now you know how to sharpen a blade, but remember not to misuse these methods because that is how you can lose a finger, and I have found out this the hard way.